Now one wonders how the brightness affects the captain's beautiful chocolate complexion. This new spot, I don't know. I think the captain turned on. Did I turn on the recorder already? Yes, I did. How's everyone doing? Yes, it's been a long time. It's supposed to be 6 months, and it have been more than 6 months. All that will be explained in an upcoming video. I'll probably link in the description. But for right now, we are back with some good news. Suikoden Switch has not been announced yet. We know this. It's coming up pretty soon, so the captain's excited. After dealing with what I had to deal with up in space, I'm now back. I have a new location. I am putting the finishing touches on it, and we will probably do a small tour of that as well. But in the meantime, we got a Nintendo Partner Showcase and Indie Direct that just happened, and I'm just gonna go over what things that I thought were interesting, I guess, because there was a moment. I did have a moment, but we'll get to that in the moment, I should say. Sorry, I always get the two games mixed up, but first up they have some Balatro DLC. I always get it mixed up with Dicey Dungeons, but Dicey Dungeons is the dice one. Balatro is the card one. I thought it was going to be like a part with Gwent because they showed Witcher 3 first, but it ended up being just card faces, which I think is easier. They have a wide variety of different card games coming over they can do with that one. So Balatro fans are eating with that. Then they showed not Midnight Diner. It reminds me of Midnight Diner, but I believe it was called Coffee Talk Tokyo. I believe that's what it was called, but it reminded me of Midnight Talk, and I was like, oh, I've seen this, but it had a really nice lo-fi beat to it. Like, for real, y'all should take a listen. After that, the next thing of note for me was some Sea of Stars DLC. Now, I am unfortunately only about an hour into Sea of Stars, so yeah, it's gonna take me a minute to get to this DLC part, but they said it was free. So when I get to it, I'll get to it. Then they had the devs from Pegglin pop up, and I was like, yo, that looks like something that would be good for people with you know, pachinko in the blood to play. Not really for me though, but it looks like it would be fun. Let's go around. Pico Part 2 looks like it's bait for groups of streamers. Like, you get the RDC World crew and the Yo Video Games crew together, and that looks like that's what that's for. Like, oh, you get 4 people to go mess up. It's like chained together, the same group for chained together. On Your Tail, I believe that's a detective game where you play this lady with her ness. I'm not gonna talk more about that. I'm just gonna play it. And finally, in the indie part of the showcase, Pizza Tower was coming to the Switch. I didn't much care for Pizza Tower, but that soundtrack is ooh. If anything, go give Another One Bites the Crust a listen, because that's a good song. The part of Direct, which I thought was going to start with Tetris Worlds because it was reminding me of Tetris Worlds, but that was Tetris Time Warp, started with Tetris game, which has a documentary. So I was more excited about the documentary a little bit than the game, but I live with some Tetris, so I'm excited to do that. Everybody loves Tetris. You can't get mad at Tetris. But Tetris, they went to Star Overdrive, which looked like they were taking Hi-Fi Rush and putting it in space. And I was like, this is fine. Combat did look a little bit slow. They were talking about speed, so I was confused. Goat Simulator 3 is still a game. That is all. There was also a Patrick the SpongeBob game, and the captain was already out in space before Captain was out, so I just missed anything SpongeBob, so I just had to keep on rolling. And rolling I did, right into fitness boxing, because I was on the screen. Look at me, there I am right there. That's me. And then, oh look, also my waifu. And we do unboxing. I will definitely be picking this up because I've retaken up kickboxing. And I would be like, yo, I can do some stuff with this up in the room, and I have to be down at the bag in the cold garage in the wintertime. Oh, and then the captain had a moment that I can't really. I just gotta show y'all because it was nuts. I just gotta show y'all.
This is gonna be a match to remember.
Am I getting my CVS finally?
8 Capcom fighting games
8
crawling their way onto Nintendo Switch.
Sorry, Kitty. You wanted to be on my lap.
Collection.
This is good. Oh,
Here's the complete
predictable
games.
What do we?
Capcom versus SNK Millennium Fight 2000 Pro. Capcom versus SNK 2.
Yeah.
Mark of the Millennium 2001.
Yeah.
Project Justice.
Actually, though?
Capcom Fighting Evolution.
Okay, we don't need.
Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper.
We upper? What is that?
Plasma Sword Nightmare of Pilstein.
Yo!
Power Stone. And Power Stone 2.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. I never ever do Plasma Sword.
Training mode.
Dude, I've never played Plasma Sword in nobody's house before. I've only played Plasma Sword in the arcade.
You can also visit the
That's the only reason why I would
enjoy
pick Hayato
artwork
in Marvel vs. Capcom 2
and music
was because
from
he
each
was in
game.
Plasma Sword and he came with his Plasma Sword. And then Jill healed, and then Wolverine was just Wolverine, so it was cool. So you play those three. I don't think that team was any good, but that's what I was
jump into
playing.
the fray when Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yo, yeah, we
Fighting
get
Collection
yes. I gotta get this.
Arcade
Oh, so
Hyper
good.
combos its way
So
onto
good.
Nintendo
So
Switch.
good. We get release
September
date?
12th. Digital pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
I'm playing on
Physical
PC, but
version
that's
of the
good.
game launches on Nintendo Switch November 22nd.
The first one, the other one is on Humble Bundle. Y'all should get that if you ain't got
Please
that.
take a look at this.
If you ain't got that, you should get that. That just raised up the point of this whole. That raised the point. Speaking of raising things. Shit, she's fine. The Altair series was then still going after I recovered for that moment. They keep making some nice main characters. Ryza was a fun time for reasons, and this one looks like it's gonna be a fun time too. The one after that, one from my homie, Suikoden 1 and 2, finally popping back up again. I'm pretty sure they were waiting to see what's going on with Yuden Chronicles. Like, I don't know what Konami's doing. Yuden Chronicles and Suikoden are fighting. I don't know why, but Yuden's out, so now Suikoden is coming out. We got an update on Dragon Quest. That's nice. It's Dragon Quest. Castlevania Collection looks good. These are some fun Castlevanias. I played 2 of the 3 of these, and they are both nice times. They brought back Tales of F Remastered, and I'm like sitting there, I was like, that's the Tales that caused me to jump ship. I was like, that's the one that had the Code Geass ass character designs. I don't know if that means anything to anybody listening to this, but that's what they had. They had Code Geass ass character designs. Next thing on the list was Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach stuff. They had more Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, and I had to think to myself, how much Five Nights at Freddy's does the captain get involved in? Pretty much just security breach things. So if it's not security breach, I don't know nothing about it, and I'm gonna keep it that way. And then they wrapped it up with Yakuza Kiwami coming to Switch. Why? I don't know. Anyone who wants to play Yakuza Kiwami has probably already played it by now, or probably owns it and is waiting on it in the backlog. But if you want to have it on the go and you don't have it on the Steam Deck, you can have it on the Switch, I guess. And that's it. That's all it was. That's all it was for that. I mean, other than Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom Collection raised it a whole point, but that point goes up to B, not from wherever it was. I mean, it was good. We wait on that Super Nintendo Switch now. Do not name it New Nintendo Switch. Please don't do that, and everything will be fine. With that, I'm gonna head out of here onto my next gig. You all stay safe out there, and as always, keep your HP above 0. Where did that cat get to? Because she jumped off and just flew. Cat! Socks, cat!